வருகின்ற ஆண்டு நம்முடைய அத்தனை பேருக்கும் வளர்ச்சி மிகுந்த ஒரு ஆண்டாக மிக சிறப்பானது ஒரு ஆண்டாக அமைவதற்காக நான் உங்கள் அத்தனை பேருக்கும் வாழ்த்துக்களை உங்களோடு நான் பரிமாறிக்கொள்வதிலே மிக்க மகிழ்ச்சி அடைகின்றேன்.
जो लोग दिल्ली में बैठे हैं उनको शायद पता नहीं चलता होगा कि वेलूर की धरती, तमिलनाडु की धरती नया इतिहास बनाने जा रही है.
டெல்லியில் அமர்ந்தவருக்கு என்ன தெரியும், வேலூரை இத்தனை பெரிய எழுச்சியான ஒரு கூட்டம் இருந்திருப்பதை இன்றைக்கு அத்தனை பேரும் டெல்லியிலிருந்து பார்த்து கொண்டிருப்பார்கள்.
ये आपका प्यार, ये आपके आशीर्वाद, तमिलनाडु के प्रति मेरा जो समर्पण है, उस समर्पण को और अधिक प्रेरणा देते हैं और अधिक पवित्र बना देते हैं. और इसलिए मैं तमिलनाडु के लोगों का जितना अभिनंदन करूं उतना कम है.
நண்பர்களே, உங்களுடைய அன்பு அத்தனை எனக்கு இருக்கின்றது, உங்களுடைய ஆசீர்வாதம் எனக்கு இருக்கின்றது. ஆகவே என்னுடைய அத்தனையும் நான் உங்களுக்கு அர்ப்பணமாக செய்து கொண்டு இந்த தமிழ்நாடு தமிழ் மக்களுக்காக என்னுடைய அத்தனையும் நான் வளர்ச்சிக்காக நான் என்னுடைய முழு திறமையை பயன்படுத்த உங்களுக்கு சொல்லிக் கொள்கின்றேன்.
वेलूर की ऐतिहासिक, पौराणिक और वीरता से भरी इस धरती को मैं श्रद्धापूर्वक प्रणाम करता हूं. मैं यहां विराजमान जलगंडेश्वर शिव और भगवान मुरुगन के चरणों में नमन करता हूं. ब्रिटिश रूल के खिलाफ इस धरती पर बहुत बड़ी क्रांति हुई थी.
पूरी कर्नाटक की जनता मोदी जी को तीसरी बार प्रधानमंत्री देखना चाहती है.
தோல்வி அதிகாரத்துனால தான் அவங்க திருப்பி தமிழ்நாடு பண்ணிட்டு இருப்பாரு.
The BJP was so confident of getting 300 or 400 seats. Why would they want to break the opposition, take Congress leader?
India has not been able to do a rally. वोट अपील नहीं कर पा रहे, कैंडिडेट नहीं तय आप कर पा रहे.
लोग पूरी तरह से आश्वस्त हैं कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी को 370 सीटों पर विजय मिलेगी.
He was asked, क्या अमेठी से आप चुनाव लड़ेंगे? Is the party want him to contest? The answer is yes.
Of Tamil Nadu want to strengthen Modi ji's hand when Modi ji is going to come back with 400 plus.
We are doing very well, and it could be a 40-40, that is 39 plus quantity.
और ये चुनाव, उसमें आपका उत्साह, उमंग नई ताकत भर देगा.
நண்பர்களே, இந்த 2024ஆம் ஆண்டு வர இருக்கின்ற தமிழ் புத்தாண்டு தினத்திற்கு என்னுடைய வாழ்த்துக்களை அத்தனை பேருக்கும் நான் தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கிறேன். வருகின்ற ஆண்டு நம்முடைய அத்தனை பேருக்கும் வளர்ச்சி மிகுந்த
A very warm welcome. You're watching Setting the Election Agenda with me, Akanksha Swaroop. Let's begin with our top focus on Bengal. The Mamata-led government is now facing a tough situation as the Calcutta High Court has handed down a double blow. Firstly, it restrained the West Bengal police from arresting NIA officials amid allegations in the Bhupati Nagar incident. Secondly, it transferred the Sandeshkhali case to the CBI due to allegations of crimes against women and forced land acquisition. Now, the court will oversee this entire investigation and has asked for a report from the CBI on the illegal conversion of agricultural land. This has led to a significant political standoff with the Bharatiya Janta Party now claiming vindication and the Trinamool Congress questioning the CBI's motives.
The Honorable High Court has also directed the state of West Bengal to provide adequate infrastructure, adequate facilities and also protection to the CBI officers, to the people who are going to conduct inquiry. The Honorable High Court has further stated that the victims will also be protected. In my PIL also, one of the prayers was that victims must be protected. The Honorable High Court has held today that victims must be protected. CBI will work on the modalities. We are now going to, I personally, am going to now file a caveat here also in Supreme Court, because I'm sure that the state of West Bengal is likely to challenge this order, challenge the High Court order of CBI inquiry, and Supreme Court dismiss their petition. In this case also, if state of West Bengal comes to Supreme Court challenging that High Court order, I'll be filing a caveat and we'll vehemently fight that out.
দেখুন, সিবিআই কে দিয়ে দেওয়া মানে সত্যবাদী যুধিষ্ঠিরের হাতে চলে গেল এবং সেখানে ন্যায় বিচার হবে এরকম ভাবার তো কোনো কারণ নেই। সিবিআই এর কনভিকশন রেট কটা? ইডি, সিবিআই, ইনকাম ট্যাক্স, এনআইএ এর মতো সংস্থাকে বিজেপি যেভাবে রাজনৈতিক টুল হিসেবে ব্যবহার করছে, এগুলো বিজেপির শাখা সংগঠন ছাড়া কিছু না। সুতরাং সিবিআই এর উপর সাধারণ মানুষের আর সেই ভরসা নেই।
All right, let's quickly go across to Kamalika Sengupta, who's been tracking this story and the latest developments for us. Kamalika, now that the CBI has been asked to probe those allegations of sexual abuse, at the same time, not to forget, there will be a probe also being done with regards to allegations of land grab. How could this spell more trouble for the TMC, not to forget those modalities that also will be worked upon by the CBI?
See, in this case, most of the allegations are against the local Trinamool leader, Shah Jahan, and also there are more people, the strongmen of Shah Jahan, who used to actually, do all those wrong deeds in the name of Shah Jahan. So definitely Shah Jahan and along his aide, Shah Jahan is behind the bar. Also the other two, Shiva Prasad Halja and Uttam Sharma, they are also behind the bar. So there might be some more people who has done the same wrong thing in the name of Shah Jahan. So definitely it's an embarrassment for Trinamool Congress, because the entire allegation is against the local leaders of Trinamool Congress. And now the fact that the allegation against, there are allegations against the West Bengal police that they have been shielding the accused person, including Shah Jahan. So now CBI will obviously do it in their own way, and there is no, as like the opposition is saying, that the CBI will do an independent inquiry. The court is also saying that. So definitely it will be difficult, as because more cases can come up and people will not have that fear to go and, depose in front of the police.
That's a very interesting point you're making, Kamalika. At the same time, important to also talk about how advocate and petitioner Alok Srivastava has just now highlighted the need for filing a caveat in this case, comparing with the need to what had happened in the case of Sandeshkhali when Sheikh Shah Jahan was also being probed by the CBI. How crucial is it now for the petitioner to come up with that caveat?
Yeah, definitely it's going to be very crucial, because it might happen that the Trinamool Congress government might go to Supreme Court challenging this, because we have seen in Shah Jahan, and what we are getting it from our sources, there is every possibility that they can go into the Supreme Court. So if they goes into the Supreme Court, then again it will have the same, the same course of events are, the same, like what happened in Shah Jahan and also in this case. So definitely we'll have to really see, and more wars are definitely will be fought in the courtroom as well as in the vote battle. The more interesting thing is all this is coming just before the first phase of election.
Kamalika,
the first phase of election is in North Bengal, but still.
Now that those sexual allegations, in fact, of sexual harassment will be probed further, what's of utmost importance is witness protection. Has the Calcutta High Court made any observations with regards to witness protection?
Oh yes, definitely. They have also pointed out in that order that witness protection should be given. That is the responsibility of the government out there, and how they will give that protection, that is to be seen. And since the entire thing will be court monitored, so definitely this is a separate point in the entire order where the witness protection has been written. So definitely that is also one of the important one important point in the entire investigation.
Do shed light on how much time has the CBI finally been given to come up with its response?
Yes, almost like 15 days. There's some report they have to give within 15 days. That's what the court order says. So preliminary, they'll definitely give a report within 15 days. That's what the order says.
All right, and now lastly, it'll focus on the political ramifications of this. We are also being informed of reports that Abhishek Banerjee might be knocking the door off the governor of Bengal, and that he's all set to march with the TMC delegation to have a meeting. What should we expect from that meeting today?
See, that is totally on the line against the allegation of Trinamool Congress. Is that Kuhu?
All right, we'll try and reconnect with Kamalika, but as of now, that's the latest we are bringing to you. A double whammy of sorts now coming in for the Trinamool Congress with the Calcutta High Court now, in fact, transferring all the cases to the CBI. And this will be a court-monitored probe. On that note, let's quickly shift focus over to Uttar Pradesh. Now, Samajwadi Party has released its election manifesto. These are the breaking inputs we are getting in from UP. And the key announcement in the manifesto is, of course, that there's going to be a caste-based census by the year 2025. They're also claiming that they will target for a hunger-free Uttar Pradesh by 2029. At the same time, there will be an increase in Manrega wages and an end to the Agniveer scheme. These are the major key takeaways. In fact, let's quickly go across to Siddharth Mishra, who's joining us on the phone line. Siddharth, take us through the key highlights of this manifesto.
Well, that's right. So Samajwadi Party is calling it a vision document, and in fact, there was a press conference which took place in Lucknow this morning. They are calling it a manifesto. And in fact, the highlights that the key takeaways of Samajwadi Party's manifesto is end to Agniveer scheme and caste census in 2025. So Samajwadi Party has promised caste census, and they are saying that by 2029, everybody will get share in the governance and power equally. So this is what a dream which Samajwadi Party is telling at this point in time. Then MSP on milk and all crops, old pension scheme will be brought into effect. Now, old pension scheme is kind of a burden on exchequer. In fact, we have seen in states like Himachal and other states. But it is a long-standing demand, and this demand is coming from various quarters in society. Now, Akhilesh Yadav has promised old pension scheme, which many believe would be proven as a burden on the exchequer, and it's not right for the developing economy like India. Now, increase in Manrega wages and a 3,000 rupees pension to every woman in the state, and also end to paper leave. So these are some key highlights of Akhilesh Yadav's manifesto. But the PDA is the slogan which Akhilesh Yadav has given. Pichhda, Dalit and Alpsankyak. So, the core of his campaign is PDA, and perhaps this vision document also talks more about women and people from backward classes, Dalits, and also some of the themes of the Bharatiya Janata Party which Akhilesh Yadav wants to put an end to. Also to appease the caste voters, caste census has been.
In fact, that's what brings me to my next question, Siddharth. Interestingly, will this be cutting any ice for the voter of Uttar Pradesh, considering we've already seen them be wooed by a host of welfare schemes by the Bharatiya Janata Party?
Look, talking about the state of Uttar Pradesh, and there are approximately 20 to 22 castes which are influential in various constituencies across the states. Now, the idea of winning the election is to perhaps do a formidable social engineering of these castes. Now, what could be the ground on which all these castes can come and vote for you? Right now, the Congress and Samajwadi Party-led alliance is perhaps has decided to pitch caste census. They are seeing it as an opportunity to use the proximity of Uttar Pradesh so that they can come under one umbrella of caste census and vote for them. So that is an idea. And in fact, Rahul Gandhi also, when he campaigns in Uttar Pradesh, in each and every roadshow, in each and every public meeting that he took during the Nyaya Yatra also, he spoke about PDA. This idea is being floated. This is the election plan. that why the people from the backward classes, Dalit community, are not in the on the high-ranking post in the corporate world. Why they are not in the high-ranking post in the media industry. So that is perhaps the pitch of the Congress party, and the same has been recreated by Samajwadi Party, Akhilesh Yadav, with the vision document that has been presented before in Lucknow.
All right. Many thanks to you, Siddhant, for bringing in all those inputs. In fact, keeping our focus on Uttar Pradesh, just ahead of the Lok Sabha elections, a dilemma over Amethi seat persists within the Congress party. In fact, CNN News 18 spoke to Robert Vadra on his Amethi ambitions. Vadra says that he's ready to contest Amethi and also will bat for Priyanka Gandhi to contest. Let's also listen in to this exclusive conversation.
Well, as the suspense continues over who's going to be contesting from Amethi as well as Raebareli, we have the man with us at this point of time who's triggered off a storm, if I may use that word, Mr. Robert Vadra. Thank you very much for speaking to us. Vadra, you know you raised a lot of controversy and this whole suspense. Are you taking the political plunge finally?
The plunge would be there because there's a lot of pressure from people who I've worked with since 1999. And they feel that they made a mistake to have Smriti Irani represent them and be there in Parliament from Amethi. They feel that no works have been done and they're quite upset with that. And they keep reaching out to me because they see that amount of work I do amongst the people with my charities and my spiritual tours. And they also feel that, baseless accusations have been thrown on me from various parties and mainly from the BJP for the last 10 years. I've had to deal with political whole, bashing, political witch hunt, So people felt that why am I not answering in a political format or a political way, or basically why am I not in Parliament? But even if Smriti Irani, being in Parliament, picks up a paper with Adani and shows, that some kind of a wrongdoing, I challenged her via my social media that if there's any kind of untoward, work or business or any kind of relationship I have with the said gentleman, they can prove it. And if they don't prove it, it's basically creating rumors and baseless accusations and wasting the time in Parliament, where they could be discussing many other issues, of what the BJP, sweeps away under their carpet.
But Mr. Vadra, you think you need to contest from Amethi to kind of rebut Smriti Irani? Because then that raises a question of would it be then Rahul Gandhi or Priyanka Gandhi, Vadra?
No, as I said, or maybe, I've been clearing with everybody that this kind of, requests have come from all over the nation. When I travel around the nation for my spiritual tours or my charitable, efforts, all kinds of people from different parts of the country request me to represent them. That
from
I should
Amethi?
No, from Moradabad, because I was born there. If I go to Telangana, if I am called for a wrestling match in Haryana, I'm sitting on stage and not only seeing two people wrestle, I also try and see how I can help them post that. So people see that with all the efforts and all the helps that I've given all these people, that if I was in Parliament, I would be able to help them in a bigger way. I would be able to, every time there's an election, Robert Vadra's name props up, and
exactly.
same old, issues come up, which I've already cleared whilst being summoned by the ED and sitting there 15 times with many hours with them. I've cleared everything with the income tax department, and yes, the harassment goes on, and it's difficult for me to be a businessman, because I think being part of the Gandhi family, people do not see you as a common man, or because they have hope. They have, when you're out in public, they always ask you political questions, everything related to what the family, is planning.
All right, we're getting in breaking inputs at the moment. As far as Hyderabad is concerned, we are learning that Congress sources are all set to announce their candidate from the Hyderabad constituency, and this candidate, of course, will be fielded against the AIMIM chief Asaduddin Owaisi, and that the decision will be taken in the next CEC meeting, which will be taking place on 13th of April, with regards to who will be the Congress candidate for Hyderabad seat. This is the big development we are bringing to you. Remember, there have already been talks of a possible understanding between the Grand Old Party and the AIMIM. Let's quickly go across to Shireen. Shireen, do share with us what is the Congress party planning, and is this part of that consensus that the Grand Old Party and AIMIM have arrived upon?
Well, this is like a clarification, putting an end to all those apprehensions about the understanding between the Congress party and Asaduddin Owaisi. There were reports that how the Congress party will not be fielding a candidate against Asaduddin Owaisi from the Hyderabad constituency, but it has now been cleared. The sources within the Congress party has been saying there is no such understanding with Asaduddin Owaisi. In fact, on 13th of April, in the CEC, there are about just 2-3 seats left to be decided for Telangana, and one such seat is the Hyderabad seat, from where the sitting MP is Asaduddin Owaisi, and Congress is planning very much that they will be in fact putting a strong candidate against Asaduddin Owaisi. There are discussions going on, considering the voting style in the constituency. They are in fact discussing whether a Hindu candidate should be put or a candidate from the Muslim community should be put. All these discussions are underway, but a candidate against Asaduddin Owaisi is something that is confirmed by the Congress sources, that it is not any sort of understanding between the Congress party or the AIMIM.
All right, many thanks to you, Shireen, for bringing in all those latest inputs. And with that, it's time to slip into a quick break, but we'll be back with the latest inputs on setting the election agenda. Stay with us here.
और ये चुनाव, उसमें आपका उत्साह, उमंग नई ताकत भर देगा.
நண்பர்களே, இந்த 2024ஆம் ஆண்டு வர இருக்கின்ற தமிழ் புத்தாண்டு தினத்திற்கு என்னுடைய வாழ்த்துக்களை உங்கள் அத்தனை பேருக்கும் நான் தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கிறேன். வருகின்ற ஆண்டு நம்முடைய அத்தனை பேருக்கும் வளர்ச்சி மிகுந்த ஒரு ஆண்டாக, மிக சிறப்பானது ஒரு ஆண்டாக அமைவதற்காக நான் உங்கள் அத்தனை பேருக்கும் வாழ்த்துக்களை உங்களோடு நான் பரிமாறிக்கொள்வதிலே மிக்க மகிழ்ச்சி அடைகின்றேன்.
जो लोग दिल्ली में बैठे हैं, उनको शायद पता नहीं चलता होगा कि वेलूर की धरती, तमिलनाडु की धरती नया इतिहास बनाने जा रही है.
டெல்லியில் அமர்ந்தவருக்கு என்ன தெரியும், வேலூரை இத்தனை பெரிய எழுச்சியான ஒரு கூட்டம் இருந்திருப்பதை இன்றைக்கு அத்தனை பேரும் டெல்லியிலிருந்து பார்த்து கொண்டிருப்பார்கள்.
ये आपका प्यार, ये आपके आशीर्वाद, तमिलनाडु के प्रति मेरा जो समर्पण है, उस समर्पण को और अधिक प्रेरणा देते हैं और अधिक पवित्र बना देते हैं. और इसलिए मैं तमिलनाडु के लोगों का जितना अभिनंदन करूं उतना कम है.
நண்பர்களே, உங்களுடைய அன்பு அத்தனை எனக்கு இருக்கின்றது, உங்களுடைய ஆசீர்வாதம் எனக்கு இருக்கின்றது. ஆகவே என்னுடைய அத்தனையும் நான் உங்களுக்கு அர்ப்பணமாக செய்து கொண்டு இந்த தமிழ்நாடு தமிழ் மக்களுக்காக என்னுடைய அத்தனையும் நான் வளர்ச்சிக்காக நான் என்னுடைய முழு திறமையை பயன்படுத்த உங்களுக்கு சொல்லிக் கொள்கின்றேன்.
वेलूर की ऐतिहासिक, पौराणिक और वीरता से भरी इस धरती को मैं श्रद्धापूर्वक प्रणाम करता हूं. मैं यहां विराजमान जलगंडेश्वर शिव और भगवान मुरुगन के चरणों में नमन करता हूं. ब्रिटिश रूल के खिलाफ इस धरती पर बहुत बड़ी क्रांति हुई थी और वही वेलूर फोर्ट और वेलूर की धरती एक बार फिर हिस्ट्री बनते देख रही है। बीजेपी और एनडीए को तमिलनाडु में अपार जन समर्थन मिल रहा है। पूरा तमिलनाडु कह रहा है, एक बार फिर
நண்பர்களே, இந்த வரலாற்று சிறப்புமிக்க இந்த மிக பழமையான இந்த வேலூர் நகரத்திலே, அதுவும் துணிச்சலுக்கு பெயர் போன, வீரத்திற்கு பெயர் போன இந்த
election fever is gripping Tamil Nadu.
Maharashtra is going to polls in 5 phases. Crowds are building for the Prime Minister's rally.
This is the first time I will say that Pawar versus Pawar is happening.
Corruption, Hindutva and Vikas remain the core pitch for the BJP.
One of the important factors of this election will be the return of statehood. The guarantees of Prime Minister Narendra Modi is resonating with people.
Amid this controversy, we are seeing that Rahul Gandhi has arrived at Wayanad.
और ये चुनाव, उसमें आपका उत्साह, उमंग नई ताकत भर देगा।
நண்பர்களே, இந்த 2024ஆம் ஆண்டு வர இருக்கின்ற தமிழ்
Welcome back. You're watching Setting the Election Agenda. Now, amid the ongoing row around Katchatheevu Island, Congress's Digvijay Singh has stoked a fresh row. He's questioning the importance of the Katchatheevu Island. Digvijay Singh, in fact, said that the issue is nonsense and questioned if anyone even lives on the island at all. Digvijay Singh's comment has now come as Prime Minister Narendra Modi, in his public rally in Tamil Nadu, referred to the issue once again and said that the Congress gave away Katchatheevu Island to Sri Lanka. BJP has in fact lashed out at the Congress party after Digvijay Singh's comments, and Tamil Nadu BJP chief Annamalai has exposed Congress's mindset and that this mindset has caused the Aksai Chin loss for India. He even demanded an apology from the grand old party. In fact, Kangana Ranaut, one of BJP's star campaigners, has also slammed the remark, saying that the same Congress mindset has led to underdevelopment in rural areas during this rule. In fact, staying on the story, we have some breaking inputs coming in.
एक बात सुन लीजिए, वहां के उस द्वीप पे कोई रहता है क्या? मैं पूछना चाहता हूं।
All right, we're getting in breaking inputs. In fact, CNN News 18 has spoken to Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister Mohan Yadav with regards to Digvijay Singh's remarks on Katchatheevu. The Chief Minister, in fact, has said that Digvijay Singh has always practiced politics of national disinterest. He says that people will answer back as far as Digvijay Singh is concerned. Let's also listen in to what the Madhya Pradesh CM has to say.
सर, छिंदवाड़ा की जनता क्या कह रही है?
छिंदवाड़ा की जनता कह रही है कि कमलनाथ हार रहे हैं, भाजपा जीत रही है। आप उसका दृश्य देख रहे हैं, एक ही परिवार का 45 साल तक कब्जा टूटने जा रहा है और भाजपा भारी बहुमत से जीतेगी।
अच्छा, अभी थोड़ी देर पहले कमलनाथ जी एक सभा में कहते हुए सुनाई दिए, उन्होंने कहा मैंने अपनी जवानी छिंदवाड़ा को दी है और मैं अंतिम जीवन तक छिंदवाड़ा के लिए रहूंगा, तो इमोशनल अपील कर रहे हैं, उसका असर होगा?
देखिए, ये सब बातों का समय नहीं बचा है, जनता अच्छे से जान रही है कमलनाथ जी ने 45 साल में छिंदवाड़ा का विकास रोका है। यहाँ कभी लोकल सांसद नहीं बनने दिया है। पहली बार लोकल बच्चा सांसद बनेगा। एक ही परिवार की सत्ता लोकतंत्र में क्यों रहना चाहिए? जनता उससे बाहर आना चाहती है और उसका परिणाम हमको दिखाई दे रहा है।
दूसरी नेता है कांग्रेस पार्टी के दिग्विजय सिंह। सर, नेशनल पॉलिटिक्स से जुड़ा एक सवाल है। एक आइलैंड है कच्चथीवू, उसके बारे में दिग्विजय सिंह ने आज कहा कि वहाँ कितने लोग रहते हैं, तो इस मानसिकता के बारे में क्या कहेंगे आप?
देखिए, दिग्विजय सिंह जब भी बात करते हैं भारत की आंतरिक ताकत को खत्म करते हुए सेना के मनोबल गिराने के लिए और सबको लज्जित करने के लिए, तो जनता उनको जानती है अच्छे से, उनकी बात का कोई वजन नहीं।
दिग्विजय सिंह वनाथ इस बार ये दावा कर रहे हैं कि कांग्रेस पिछली बार के मुकाबले 3 गुना सीटें मध्य प्रदेश में जीतेगी।
वो अपनी सीट जीत जाए वही बहुत है। वो भोपाल छोड़ के क्यों भागे? अगर वो उनको कॉन्फिडेंस है भोपाल से लड़ते, ना वो भोपाल से जीत पाते, ना वो प्रदेश में कैसे जीत पाएंगे।
मुद्दा सर ये बन सकता है, एक अखबार ने ये रिपोर्ट छापी कि हिंदुस्तान अब इतना सशक्त है कि पाकिस्तान में भी घुसकर 20 आतंकवादियों को मार डाला। राजनाथ सिंह जी ने भी कहा कि ये भारत नया भारत है जो घुस के मारता है। क्या कहेंगे? मध्य प्रदेश से बहुत सारे लोग सेना में हैं।
देखिए, सर्जिकल स्ट्राइक हो, एयर स्ट्राइक हो, और भारत ने इस प्रकार से दुनिया में धाक बनाई है, वो अपने आप में प्रमाण मिल रहा है कि भारत अब सशक्त भारत है, सक्षम भारत है। भारत अपनी ताकत के कारण से, लेकिन भारत की अपनी नीति माननीय मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में स्पष्ट है। भारत की सुशासन की नीति, लेकिन स्वावलंबी की नीति भी है, और भारत अपनी सभी प्रकार की रक्षा करने में समर्थ है।
All right, let's quickly go across to Arunima, who's brought us that exclusive conversation. Arunima, whether it is issues of national security or even foreign policy regarding Katchatheevu, or even issues at the LAC, now Digvijay Singh's comment could very much backfire for the Congress party.
At least the Bharatiya Janata Party hopes that in a state like Madhya Pradesh, if not in the other parts of the country, Congress party will have to give answers to the voters for the kind of comments that their leaders are making. That's what Mohan Yadav told me a short while ago. The Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh, the newly made Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh, has been extensively doing election yatras and election tours. I'm coming live to you from Chhindwara. This is Kamal Nath's bastion, and Mohan Yadav just completed a road show. You can see behind me, the entire road has turned saffron with flags. There are Ram Navami flags, and there are also BJP flags competing for space. So there is this narrative about Ram, there is this narrative about Ram Mandir, and how Prime Minister Modi has ensured that the faithfuls have a Mandir of Ram in Ayodhya. And with that, he's also bringing the political message that why should only one family be allowed to rule Chhindwara. As far as Digvijay Singh is concerned, Mohan Yadav minced no words when he said Digvijay is known to always keep national interest at the bottom rung of any ladder, and voters know it. Therefore, he had to flee Bhopal. He lost the Chief Minister's chair, and this time, because of his association with the Congress party, voters will teach him a lesson as well. So, a very confident MP Chief Minister there in Kamal Nath's bastion.
In fact, I'm going to request you to continue staying with us. Let's also listen in to various political reactions.
आज माननीय प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी के तमिलनाडु दौरे में माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी ने कांग्रेस पार्टी और डीएमके का उनका रोल कच्चातीवू आइलैंड भारत से सौंपने में, श्रीलंका को उस समय के सीलोन को सौंपने में उनके रोल के बारे में माननीय प्रधानमंत्री ने सारी जानकारी उजागर की।
यही तो कांग्रेस की मानसिकता आजीवन रही है, फैमिली फर्स्ट ना कि नेशन फर्स्ट, और देश की जमीन को अपनी व्यक्तिगत पारिवारिक जायदाद समझना। इसी मानसिकता से तो ग्रसित होकर नेहरू जी ने कहा था कि ये कच्चातीवू का जो द्वीप है इसकी कोई वैल्यू नहीं, ये इनकॉन्सिक्वेंशियल है। इसीलिए तो उन्होंने इसे सौंपने के लिए अपनी हामी भरी थी। इसी मानसिकता को दर्शाते हुए जब अक्साई चीन हमसे छिन गया था, तब नेहरू जी ने कहा था वहाँ पर एक टुकड़ी घास की नहीं उगती, उसकी क्या वैल्यू है। इसी मानसिकता से ग्रसित होकर इंदिरा गांधी जी की सरकार ने कच्चातीव द्वीप श्रीलंका को सौंप दिया, और उस समय करुणानिधि जी की सरकार थी तमिलनाडु में, उन्होंने भी इसमें रजामंदी दी। तो हु डिड इट और हु हिड इट, ये दोनों आज सामने आ गया।
All right, let's quickly go across to Arunima, who continues to stay with us. Arunima, you are currently stationed in Chhindwara, which is also the ground activity. We've seen the kind of political campaigning that's taking place at the moment. The big question, of course, is can Congress, in fact, regain its lost ground, and will the BJP, will it be, in fact, able to avert BJP from making that mark?
See, the last election in 2019 made Chhindwara the only seat for the Congress party. All others had been painted saffron. This time, both figuratively and politically speaking, Bharatiya Janata Party is telling the people of Chhindwara, Rang de tu mohe gerua, turn us saffron is the message from the Bharatiya Janata Party. Kamal Nath, however, we met him a short while back and he is continuing to, use the emotional card with the voters. His son, Nakul Nath, is the sitting member of parliament. Bunty Sahu from the BJP challenged Kamal Nath in the just ended, Vidhan Sabha elections, and Nakul Nath is facing a challenge from Bunty Sahu in the Lok Sabha elections as well. Kamal Nath's message to the voters is, मैंने आपको अपनी जवानी दी है, मैं अपनी very emotional connect there, that whatever Chhindwara is today, and Chhindwara has developed, at least the city has developed, there is infrastructure in terms of roads, the markets are buzzing here. So he's trying to make that pitch to the voters that I have brought economic independence to you. I have developed you from a city which nobody knew of to now a prominent place in the map of Madhya Pradesh. So you should give my son another chance. Will it work? Mohan Yadav, who we just spoke to, is confident that the voters have had enough of dynastic politics. We'll know the answers on the 19th of April when Chhindwara votes.
Let's quickly go across to Payal Mehta also, who's joining us live. Payal, the big question, of course, remains, will Madhya Pradesh, with its 29 seats, witness a one-sided contest, or will the Grand Old Party be able to regain that lost ground?
Well, as far as the Congress party is really concerned, that's that one bastion that they'll want to hold on to, because the BJP has won all the other seats as well. And that's one of the reasons, immediately after the election results to the assembly were out, Shivraj Singh Chauhan had placed himself and he had said that he would take the responsibility upon himself to make sure that the party is able to win that lone seat that the Congress party has been holding on to. So much so that Shivraj Singh Chauhan himself was very, very keen on contesting from that seat and posing a challenge to the Kamal Nath bastion. But things are different right now. Shivraj Singh Chauhan is now a candidate from Vidisha, a safe BJP seat as well. And the BJP has in fact put out a fresh face as far as the fight of the bastion of Kamal Nath is really concerned. Chhindwara seems to be that only bastion that stands between the BJP and a clean sweep as far as Madhya Pradesh elections are concerned. And if the assembly elections are anything as a reflection to go by, then the BJP is extremely confident that they will be able to repeat their performance of 2019, given the fact that this is the oldest organization of the Bharatiya Janata Party. Madhya Pradesh is where the party really, took shape. That's where it all began. And they definitely want to pose a big change as far as that is really concerned. And Chhindwara was something which was also on the minds of the people. And that's one of the reasons in between we had also heard the rumors about Kamal Nath wanting to jump ship. That, however, did not take place, is what we're given to understand for reasons best known to the party top leadership. But the BJP is extremely keen on repeating their performance, because in that bid to get 400 par, they'll have to actually make sure that they calculate every seat possible that they can, and every seat must be won. And that's something which is there on the BJP's mind. Their oldest organization, the thumping success in the assembly elections, the kind of mandate that they got, that makes them extremely confident. And this is going to be the first acid test for Mohan Yadav, which has become the CM. And nobody really knew, he came from nowhere. Nobody really had an idea that probably he could be getting that seat of the CM, but the BJP is known to spring in a lot of surprises. The BJP obviously extremely confident of holding on to that bastion for Madhya Pradesh.
Would be very interesting to see how Mohan Yadav fares against a veteran like Kamal Nath as well. And going by what Arunima was sharing with us, that emotional connect with that even come to Congress party's rescue. Many thanks to you, Payal and Arunima, for bringing in all those inputs. And with that, let's bring all the latest on the upcoming Lok Sabha elections for you. Now, starting with Uttar Pradesh, Samajwadi Party's chief Akhilesh Yadav has unfurled the party's manifesto for the upcoming Lok Sabha elections. Several crucial promises like ending the Agnipath scheme and resuming regular recruitment for forces has featured on the SP manifesto. The Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister and YSRCP leader YS Jagan Mohan Reddy has led a captivating roadshow in Andhra's Palnadu. A massive crowd also gathered to cheer for Jagan Mohan Reddy, who also attended a public meeting in Pidugurula later. The Bharatiya Janta Party also unveiled its manifesto Sankalp Patra for the upcoming assembly elections in Arunachal Pradesh. BJP President JP Nadda has released this document in Doimukh and emphasized its importance as a blueprint for the state's development over the next 5 years. Amidst the bustling streets of Thiruvananthapuram, a political luminary makes his presence felt. Shashi Tharoor, the Congress stalwart and Lok Sabha hopeful, is engaged with the pulse of the people in Thiruvananthapuram, igniting fervour and anticipation in the air. Also, NCP Supremo Sharad Pawar has unveiled the third list of candidates for the impending Lok Sabha election. Pawar has announced candidates for the crucial constituencies of Ahmednagar, Baramati and even Bid. After Raj Thakrae's support for BJP, Shiv Sena MP Priyanka Chaturvedi has slammed him, citing humiliation over seat allocation. Congress spokesperson Atul Londe Patil then questioned Thakrae's flip-flop, referring to ED's involvement as well. Chaturvedi has stressed the need for courage against majoritarian forces, while Londe has highlighted potential repercussions. And with that, let's now slip into a quick break. We'll be back with more on setting of the election agenda. Stay tuned.
और ये चुनाव, उसमें आपका उत्साह, उमंग नई ताकत भर देगा.
நண்பர்களே, இந்த 2024ஆம் ஆண்டு வர இருக்கின்ற தமிழ் புத்தாண்டு தினத்திற்கு என்னுடைய வாழ்த்துக்களை உங்கள் அத்தனை பேருக்கும் நான் தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கிறேன். வருகின்ற ஆண்டு நம்முடைய அத்தனை பேருக்கும் வளர்ச்சி மிகுந்த ஒரு ஆண்டாக, மிக சிறப்பானது ஒரு ஆண்டாக அமைவதற்காக நான் உங்கள் அத்தனை பேருக்கும் வாழ்த்துக்களை உங்களோடு நான் பரிமாறிக்கொள்வதிலே மிக்க மகிழ்ச்சி அடைகின்றேன்.
जो लोग दिल्ली में बैठे हैं उनको शायद पता नहीं चलता होगा कि वेलूर की धरती, तमिलनाडु की धरती नया इतिहास बनाने जा रही है.
டெல்லியில் அமர்ந்தவருக்கு என்ன தெரியும்? வேலூரை இத்தனை பெரிய எழுச்சியான ஒரு கூட்டம் இருந்திருப்பதை இன்றைக்கு அத்தனை பேரும் டெல்லியிலிருந்து பார்த்து கொண்டிருப்பார்கள்.
ये आपका प्यार, ये आपके आशीर्वाद, तमिलनाडु के प्रति मेरा जो समर्पण है, उस समर्पण को और
election fever is gripping Tamil Nadu. Maharashtra is going to polls in 5 phases. Crowds are building for the Prime Minister's rally.
This is the first time I will say that Pawar versus Pawar is happening.
Corruption, Hindutva and Vikas remain the core pitch for the BJP.
One of the important factors of this election will be the return of statehood. The guarantees of Prime Minister Narendra Modi is resonating with people.
Amid this controversy, we are seeing that Rahul Gandhi has arrived at Wayanad.
और ये चुनाव, उसमें आपका उत्साह, उमंग नई ताकत भर देगा.
நண்பர்களே, இந்த 2024ஆம் ஆண்டு வர இருக்கின்ற தமிழ் புத்தாண்டு தினத்திற்கு என்னுடைய வாழ்த்துக்களை உங்கள் அத்தனை பேருக்கும் நான் தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கிறேன். வருகின்ற ஆண்டு நம்முடைய அத்தனை பேருக்கும் வளர்ச்சி மிகுந்த ஒரு ஆண்டாக, மிக சிறப்பானது ஒரு ஆண்டாக அமைவதற்காக நான் உங்கள் அத்தனை பேருக்கும் வாழ்த்துக்களை உங்களோடு நான் பரிமாறிக்கொள்வதிலே மிக்க மகிழ்ச்சி அடைகின்றேன்.
जो लोग दिल्ली में बैठे हैं उनको शायद पता नहीं चलता होगा कि वेलूर की धरती, तमिलनाडु की धरती नया इतिहास बनाने जा रही है।
டெல்லியில் அமர்ந்தவருக்கு என்ன தெரியுங்க? வேலூரை இத்தனை பெரிய எழுச்சியான ஒரு கூட்டம் இருந்திருப்பதை இன்றைக்கு அத்தனை பேரும் டெல்லியிலிருந்து பார்த்து கொண்டிருப்பார்கள்.
ये आपका प्यार, ये आपके आशीर्वाद, तमिलनाडु के प्रति मेरा जो समर्पण है, उस समर्पण को और अधिक प्रेरणा देते हैं और अधिक पवित्र बना देते हैं। और इसलिए मैं तमिलनाडु के लोगों का जितना अभिनंदन करूं उतना कम है।
நண்பர்களே, உங்களுடைய அன்பு அத்தனை எனக்கு இருக்கின்றது, உங்களுடைய ஆசீர்வாதம் எனக்கு இருக்கின்றது. ஆகவே என்னுடைய அத்தனையும் நான் உங்களுக்கு அர்ப்பணமாக செய்து கொண்டு இந்த தமிழ்நாடு தமிழ் மக்களுக்காக என்னுடைய அத்தனையும் நான் வளர்ச்சிக்காக நான் என்னுடைய முழு திறமையை பயன்படுத்த உங்களுக்கு சொல்லிக் கொள்கின்றேன்.
वेलूर की ऐतिहासिक, पौराणिक और वीरता से भरी इस धरती को मान जलगंडेश्वर शिव और भगवान मुरुगन के चरणों में नमन करता हूं। ब्रिटिश रूल के खिलाफ इस धरती पर बहुत बड़ी क्रांति हुई थी और वही वेलूर फोर्ट और वेलूर की धरती एक बार फिर हिस्ट्री बनते देख रही है। बीजेपी और एनडीए को तमिलनाडु में अपार जन समर्थन मिल रहा है। पूरा तमिलनाडु कह रहा है, एक बार फिर
நண்பர்களே, இந்த வரலாற்று சிறப்புமிக்க இந்த மிக பழமையான இந்த வேலூர் நகரத்திலே, அதுவும் துணிச்சலுக்கு பெயர் போன, வீரத்திற்கு பெயர் போன இந்த வேலூர் நகரத்திலே நான் தலைவணங்கி உங்கள் அத்தனை பேருக்கு வணக்கத்தை தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கின்றேன்.
कर्नाटक की जनता मोदी जी को तीसरी बार प्रधानमंत्री देखना चाहती है.
தோல்வி அதிகமானதுனால தான் அவன் திருப்பி தமிழ்நாடு வந்துட்டு இருப்பாரு.
The BJP was so confident of getting 300 or 400 seats. Why would they want to break the opposition, take Congress leader?
India has not been able to do a rally. वोट अपील नहीं कर पा रहे, कैंडिडेट नहीं तय आप कर पा रहे.
लोग पूरी तरह से आश्वस्त हैं कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी को 370 सीटों पर विजय मिलेगी.
He was asked, क्या अमेठी से आप चुनाव लड़ेंगे? Is the party want him to contest? The answer is yes.
The people of Tamil Nadu want to strengthen Modi ji's hand when Modi ji is going to come back with 400 plus.
We are doing very well, and it could be a 40-40, that is 39 plus only.
और ये चुनाव, उसमें आपका उत्साह, उमंग नई ताकत भर देगा.
நண்பர்களே, இந்த 2024ஆம் ஆண்டு வர இருக்கின்ற தமிழ் புத்தாண்டு தினத்திற்கு என்னுடைய வாழ்த்துக்களை உங்கள் அத்தனை பேருக்கும் நான் தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கிறேன். வருகின்ற ஆண்டு நம்முடைய அத்தனை பேருக்கும் வளர்ச்சி மிகுந்த ஒரு ஆண்டாக, மிக சிறப்பானது ஒரு ஆண்டாக அமைவதற்காக நான் உங்கள் அத்தனை பேருக்கு வாழ்த்துக்களை உங்களோடு நான் பரிமாறிக்கொள்வதிலே மிக்க மகிழ்ச்சி அடைகின்றேன்.
जो लोग दिल्ली में बैठे हैं उनको शायद पता नहीं चलता होगा कि वेलूर की धरती, तमिलनाडु की धरती नया इतिहास बनाने जा रही है।
டெல்லியில் அமர்ந்தவருக்கு என்ன தெரியுங்க, வேலூரை இத்தனை பெரிய எழுச்சியான ஒரு கூட்டம் இருந்திருப்பதை இன்றைக்கு அத்தனை பேரும் டெல்லியிலிருந்து பார்த்து கொண்டிருப்பார்கள்.
ये आपका प्यार, ये आपके आशीर्वाद, तमिलनाडु के प्रति मेरा जो समर्पण है, उस समर्पण को और अधिक प्रेरणा देते हैं और अधिक पवित्र बना देते हैं। और इसलिए मैं तमिलनाडु के लोगों का जितना अभिनंदन करूं उतना कम है।
நண்பர்களே, உங்களுடைய அன்பு அத்தனை எனக்கு இருக்கின்றது, உங்களுடைய ஆசீர்வாதம் எனக்கு இருக்கின்றது. ஆகவே என்னுடைய அத்தனையும் நான் உங்களுக்கு அர்ப்பணமாக செய்து கொண்டு இந்த தமிழ்நாடு தமிழ் மக்களுக்காக அத்தனையும் நான் வளர்ச்சிக்காக நான்
Welcome back. In fact, we're getting in breaking inputs at the moment. We're learning that DMK MP Dayanidhi Maran has in fact lashed out at Prime Minister Modi. He remains defiant on the joker remark that he had made earlier against K. Annamalai, who is the Tamil Nadu BJP state president. He says that he stands on his statement against K. Annamalai. Let's also listen in to what Dayanidhi Maran had to say. In fact, he's also attacked Prime Minister Narendra Modi for defending K. Annamalai for calling him, in fact, a joker. And this is, remember, coming on a day when Prime Minister, as we all know, is on a two-day visit to Tamil Nadu. He has also addressed an election rally today in Vellore and Coimbatore. Let's also listen in to that reaction.
He keeps on changing his colors like a chameleon. And he behaves like a joker. He just believes in something, and because he has to be in media. So I stand by my words. He is a joker. We need people like him. He's a good entertainer. Please, Mr. Annamalai, continue. The Prime Minister is upset with DMK because the people of Tamil Nadu are with DMK. They don't believe your lies. All throughout, you have been lying to them, you've been distracting them. You try to divide the country on basis of religion, caste, language.
One of the ugliest political parties in our country is DMK. Because DMK party is founded on the language of filth. And if you look at DMK's history, their abuse of women, their intolerance for any newcomer, and the kind of abusive language they brought into political vocabulary, nobody in our state has done over the last 70 years. DMK stands for abuse at its worst. And this is coming from a person, Dayanidhi Maran. If you remove his word Maran from there, he will not even get a job as anybody in any place. He's totally useless without his family surname. But unfortunately, when they know they are losing, DMK will always take recourse to abuse and filth.
All right, let's quickly go across to Harish Upadhyay for more perspective on this news story. Harish, the statement that's been made by Dayanidhi Maran, in fact, plays into the attack that we saw Prime Minister Modi also launch against the DMK when he referred to Dayanidhi Maran's offensive comments, saying that the DMK is a party that reeks of arrogance and that is not the culture of Tamil Nadu.
Absolutely, and the political discourse hitting a new low, and you see Dayanidhi Maran saying that he doesn't regret whatever he has said. In fact, he is a good entertainer. Looks like DMK understands that Annamalai is gaining traction in Tamil Nadu, and perhaps that's one of the main reasons why you have the various leaders coming out and criticizing him. At the same time, also talking about how Annamalai has changed his stance on multiple issues, especially the ones that are close to the voters of Tamil Nadu, whether it's NEET or even about speaking in Hindi. So somewhere in this entire bargain to convey this message to the people, perhaps the DMK has used words that would be difficult for them to justify as being within some sort of a decorum.
All right, many thanks to you, Harish, for bringing in all those inputs and for putting that story into perspective for us. Now, just ahead of the mega Lok Sabha battle 2024, CNN News 18's Zakir Jacob is in Chennai. He gets us this special ground report, tapping into the poll buzz and the local opinion over the ongoing Katchatheevu row. Let's listen in.
I want to speak about this Katchatheevu issue because today even the PM referred to it. I think probably the third or fourth time that he's talking about it. Now, RK has a point where he says Katchatheevu is a separate issue and the fishermen's and their fishing rights is a separate issue. The fact that fishermen are regularly detained, shot at, that is a very real issue for that community and in fact probably across the state. But to link those two, was that a mistake or, you know, is it going to play out in ways that probably RK and I can't see?
No, I would agree with RK when he says that the political awareness of the population is pretty good. I wouldn't know the percentage, he's been out in the field. So anybody who's been there knows, as far as the fishermen getting arrested by the Sri Lankan government, has been happening not now.
Yeah, for a long time.
For a long time.
Yeah.
So nobody, irrespective of who it was at the center or the state, whether they were in tune or out of tune, whatever it is, could do anything because it is the Sri Lankan government which is coming and doing the damn thing.
No, but why isn't any government able to stop it, whether it's at the state or at the center?
They
for
have
the last
arrested
30
you
years.
and gone.
Okay.
So what can you do after that? After that you can only go and plead and say, boss, don't do anything, leave them.
No, but India is a big country, it's the 5th largest economy, Sri
the
Lanka
option
is a
is
small
then
neighbor.
invade. You can't do that. Nobody can do that. So the point is people are equally aware of the fact that neither the lotus nor the hand nor the sun nor the moon, nobody
is able
has
to solve.
done to leave. Nobody solved this issue. So when he said development is one factor and he said Sanatanam is not an important factor, I beg to disagree there.
Okay.
A large number of people who are otherwise who would not have gone and voted, people in their 75, 80, 85 are hurt
by the comments.
By the comments.
Okay.
So they will go and put their vote at least against
The
a
comments that
party
have
which
been
has made
Okay.
such comments.
Okay.
पूरी कर्नाटक की जनता मोदी जी को तीसरी बार प्रधानमंत्री देखना चाहती है.
தோல்வி அதிகமாகிறதுனால தான் அவன் திருப்பி தமிழ்நாடு பக்கம் வந்துட்டு இருப்பாரு.
The BJP was so confident of getting 300 or 400 seats. Why would they want to break the opposition, take Congress leader?
India has not been able to do a rally. वोट अपील नहीं कर पा रहे, कैंडिडेट नहीं तय आप कर पा रहे.
लोग पूरी तरह से आश्वस्त हैं कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी को 370 सीटों पर विजय मिलेगी.
He was asked, क्या अमेठी से आप चुनाव लड़ेंगे? Is the party want him to contest? The answer is yes.
The people of Tamil Nadu want to strengthen Modi ji's hand when Modi ji is going to come back with 400 plus.
We are doing very well and it could be a 40-40, that is 39 plus quantity.
Co-powered by
और ये चुनाव उसमें आपका उत्साह उमंग नई ताकत भर देगा.
நண்பர்களே, இந்த 2024ஆம் ஆண்டு வர இருக்கின்ற தமிழ் புத்தாண்டு தினத்திற்கு என்னுடைய வாழ்த்துக்களை உங்கள் அத்தனை பேருக்கும் நான் தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கிறேன். வருகின்ற ஆண்டு நம்முடைய அத்தனை பேருக்கும் வளர்ச்சி மிகுந்த ஒரு ஆண்டாக, மிக சிறப்பானது ஒரு ஆண்டாக அமைவதற்காக நான் உங்கள் அத்தனை பேருக்கும் வாழ்த்துக்களை உங்களோடு நான்
Good evening. You're watching Plain Speak with me, Poonam Burde. Bengal government seems to be on the back foot today. 2 cases, 2 high-profile ones at that, put the Mamata Banerjee government in the dock. Both by jolts that were handed out by the Calcutta High Court.